Hey everybody, how are you all doing on today? I'm doing well. I hope everyone is doing fine. I wanted to kind of have a chit chat with you, kind of sort of like a life update. Y'all check my cup out. I just got to say that first because y'all know I'm a lover of fall, and I have to bring out my fall. This one says thankful, blessed, grateful. Thankful, blessed, grateful. I have to bring up my fall coffee mugs during the fall time because I haven't put up. But anyway, yeah. So I wanted to kind of do a life update, especially for the ones that have recently just came to the channel and subscribed to this channel, may not know me, know who I am, or know, things about me. Let's just say that. Not really know who I am, but know things about me. And so anyway, this is kind of like I said, a life update. I guess I jump right in. So in January of this year, and I do have a video on it, I actually released some health updates with me. You know what I'm saying? Some health about me, some health updates about me that was going on last year, and the Lord didn't allow me to release it until January. But October, and it's crazy. And the reason why I'm doing this life update, because it makes a year. It has made a year on October the 5th. Yeah, October the 5th. Today is the 7th. But October the 5th of this year made 1 year. So last year in October, on the 5th of October, I was given a diagnosis of meningoenoma. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't ever think I'm pronouncing it right. I had been having some issues last year, having these headaches, having these severe headaches and everything. And I was having some pain in my body, my legs and everything. Well, most importantly, I was waking up with these headaches every morning, and it was consistent. It wasn't something that was just going away. And then I was like, okay, we got to figure out what's going on. Why am I having these headaches? I've suffered from migraine headaches as a kid. And when I became an adult and I kind of changed my eating habits, I didn't really have any issues with migraines. I might get a migraine probably three times out the year or something like that. So I don't have them like I used to have them when I was a kid. However, I don't know if it's hereditary or what, because my kids get them. Well, two of my kids get them, my younger two kids. They get them. My oldest daughter, she don't really suffer with migraines, but my younger two, they do. But anyways, so last year, October the 5th, I was diagnosed with meningoenoma. If y'all nurses out there, or any nurses out there that might be watching this, please excuse me for butchering this. And you think within a year's time, I'll be known how to pronounce it correctly. But what that is, it is a brain tumor. It's a brain tumor. And I was diagnosed with a brain tumor on last year in October. I had an MRI done that was how they found it. I had an MRI done, and it took me completely by surprise. I was not expecting that at all whatsoever. The headaches were the things that kind of gave it away, but my doctor actually thought it was something else, to be honest with you. And it was way, way past that. And so I was diagnosed with it, and they sent me to a specialist in Atlanta, and I talked to a neurosurgeon in Atlanta. And so the brain tumor is on the left side of my temple, right? And it is small. It's small. I don't have my thing to tell you the exact centimeters of it, but it is small. But it's located in a very difficult place. And I'm guessing that's what causes the headaches and stuff like that. But anyways, so I was diagnosed with that, went and saw a neurosurgeon. And if you want to feel the full story, you can go back and look at the video that I did. And he told me that because I'm not having any symptoms, that I don't have to have surgery if I choose not to get it removed. He actually told me that the surgery would be worse than the pain that I'm experiencing now, the headaches and stuff that I was experiencing, because I don't experience the headaches like I used to. Every now and then I do, but not really, right? So yeah, here we are a whole year later. I had to have, at that particular time, I think I had ended up having 3 MRIs done within a short time frame to just kind of check on it to see the progression of it. And then I was told after January of this year, I had my last MRI done. And they told me to now just do yearly checkups, right? And so in between time, I am to monitor myself for speech, slurred speech, blurred vision, hearing loss, my right side mobility. Like if I start like acting like I can't use my right side of my body, as well as seizures, right? Those are the things that I'm to look for. Those are side symptoms from the brain tumor. So I can successfully say that this year I have not had any seizures. I'm still able to use my right side with no issues. I don't have any slurred speech. I don't have any vision outside of my normal vision issues that I have. I don't have any like vision issues. Hearing loss, I've had a slight percentage of hearing loss in my left ear. I can't remember. I was given that diagnosis as well. I'm a certain percentage. I am a certain, y'all don't mutilate me for not remembering, but I am a certain percentage deaf in my left ear. I can't remember the number because it's been years ago when I was given that number. I can hear out my left ear, but I could barely hear out my left ear, right? So I really do have a hard of hearing. A lot of people, I have to repeat myself a lot of, people have to repeat themselves to me, and sometimes that irritate people, but I actually am deaf in my left ear, a certain percentage of deaf, right? And so hearing loss is kind of iffy with that, because I already had that going on. And so, but I will say the only thing that I noticed over this past year is that I do have dizziness spells. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I get dizzy. It's not a severe dizziness, but it's a dizziness that catch me off guard, or either, I do have that. So I'm kind of like mindful of just watching that. And then I do still have my headaches, but they are not like they were. And I think the reason why, because when I first found out about it, I was extremely stressed. I think I had went into a state of depression because this tumor can become cancerous. Right now it's benign. It's been benign. Every time they checked it, it's benign. But it can progress and it can grow and it can turn into cancer. It's a possibility. I'm saying that it's not going to happen. That's just me. I'm believing and trusting in the Lord that that's not going to happen. And so I just wanted to give you a life update that it's been a year, and those are the only, outside of the issues that the symptoms that it told me to look out for, that he told me to look out for, I'm not having any of those symptoms. I do know, and I am to keep my stress levels down. I noticed that when I do get stressed out, I do have that pain. And it's not even really a headache. It's like a pain. It's really hard to describe. It's a pain. It's like it's pressing on something over here. And if I get really, really stressed, it comes on, right? And then it make me not feel good, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So I've been being really intentional about keeping my stress levels down. I've always kind of dealt with anxiety and being overwhelmed and stuff, but I really had to take my health seriously to make sure that I'm intentional about not allowing myself to get stressed out or let this anxiety get me the best of me or anything like that. So I will say that I'm thankful and blessed that the Lord has allowed me to continue to have everything still normal within my body, like all the symptoms that, like, I'm not having seizures, I'm not having slurred speech, I still can use my right side. Like, I'm so thankful and grateful that with all of that, I really am. And so for me, that is such a blessing. It's nobody but God. It's nobody but God. And here's the thing with this tumor. Because I know it's possible that I can actually have brain cancer, or it can turn, that it can turn into cancer or whatever. That was a worry. That was a main worry of mine in the very beginning. And because the thing of it is that I can choose to have it removed completely, and I won't have to worry about that. It'll be gone. So I won't have to worry about, is this thing gonna turn into cancer or not, right? But the way that he described the surgery, and that the effects of this, it's not the effects of the surgery, some semi yes, because he told me that where it's located, it's possible it could mess up my speech. He didn't say that it would mess it up indefinitely. He didn't give me that, and I guess I don't remember asking that, like if it would indefinitely mess up, but it would mess up my speech. And so, but the pain and the recovery from the surgery, that's what he said would be the worst pain ever, which I've heard that brain surgery is like the recovery time and the pain from the surgery is like the worst surgery ever. And so he was like, if right now, being that it's small and you're not having, it's not affecting your life or anything like that. Yes, you may get those headaches, but it's not, affecting your everyday life. Then it's a choice. You can either have the brain surgery and have it completely removed and go through that, or you could just continue to live like you live in and just monitor it. Now, for me, that was tough, because who wants to have a brain tumor? I don't. I'm sure nobody does. And the risks of the surgery, right? That's brain surgery. And so, with that being said, it's like, do I go through the brain surgery? Because not only outside of the recovery and the pain that he told me, it's also the other risks that come with brain surgery, with any type of surgery, but especially brain surgery, right? I chose to continue living my life every day and just trusting in God. And it was very tough because I'm like, I know that if I go through this and I have these high risk of having the surgery, and then the pain and the recovery and all of that, like, ain't no telling how long it would take me, like, or what difficulties may happen or what may come up. So I had to choose. But then the positive side of it would be, I wouldn't have it anymore. I wouldn't have to worry about anything turning into cancer because I wouldn't have it. Or just to continue to live like I am every day, and then just trust God. Just trust God. And that's what I've been doing. So that was the choice that I led. And with much prayer, that's what I decided to do, was not to have brain surgery. So I live with this. And, I don't let it get the best of me. It's funny because I just went to a breast cancer women's event over the weekend, and I was listening to the stories and the testimonies of women that have actually had breast cancer, and different types of cancer, but mostly breast cancer or whatever. And it just made me reflect on my issue, not even realizing that on the day of the event was actually my 1-year anniversary of being diagnosed. That's what made me even go back and think about it. I knew it was this month, but memory loss is another side effect. Now, I do have that, but I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's coming from this tumor. I kind of think that's coming with menopause, perimenopause, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, because I have brain fog real bad. But anyway, I knew that the anniversary date of them giving me the diagnosis was this month. I just wasn't sure what date. And so after the event, I went back and I looked at my calendar, and I was like, it was today. It was October the 5th. Wow. Who knew a year later I would be at a woman's event listening to powerful testimonies of cancer survivors, breast cancer survivors. Like I said, some of the women had other types of cancer, but cancer survivors, period. And I don't have cancer, and we ain't claiming that. I'm not going to get cancer. And so that is, what it is right now. And so I decided to I don't want to use that word. I decided not to go the surgery route. So the brain tumor that I have remains located on this side of my brain. It's just something I have to trust God with. I do have to get yearly checkups. So I do have a MRI scheduled for this upcoming January 2025 to check the status of it, to see if it's still small, to see if it's still in the same location, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that. Matter of fact, I'm honest with you, to be 100% honest with you, this entire time that I've had it and been diagnosed, I have been praying for a shrinkage, like for it to be gone. That's what I'm trusting and believing for. So although I'm telling you this story, it's just like, thank you, Holy Spirit. I believe that it just brought it back to me. That's been my prayer, for it to be shrunk and disappear. Like, the Lord is going to get rid of this, right? He's going to completely heal me without me having any type of surgery. He's going to completely get rid of this tumor without me having any type of surgery. That is what I have been praying for. And so that's my prayer. I don't let it worry me or get to me, or, I don't forget that I don't have it. I don't act like it doesn't exist. I know that it exists, but I don't let it consume me. I don't let it take over me, because I'm believing in it to be shrunk, and then that's it. That's it. It's gone. Right. And so I just wanted to share that. Like I said, I know I have a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new followers and everything. I did release the story in January. You can go back and look at it. I can't remember the name of the title, but it got something diagnosis, or trusting in God for my diagnosis, something I can't remember. But I just wanted to kind of come on here and share that, because this has been a year completely, and I'm still functioning normal. I'm still operating normal. I'm not having any difficulties. Like I said, I do have the dizziness spells, but the dizzy spells that I have is so light. It's not nothing that's like making me fall or making me lose my balance or anything. But I could just tell, like, in certain times that I do get dizzy. But again, I'm just keeping an eye out on that and praying about it as well. So yeah, that is my story. That is my life update. And for anybody that can relate or know of someone that has the same issue or any issue, that you're trusting in God to be healed, share this video with them, because I'm a believer. I'm gonna believe in healing. I'm a believer of healing, and I trust God. And no matter which way it goes, I still trust him no matter what. But I'm believing in what I'm believing in, which is a healing, and for that thing to be gone. That's going to be a powerful testimony, to go get an MRI done and that thing is gone. It's going to be a powerful testimony if it's not gone and they say it's still the same size. It ain't moved. It's not growing. It's not progressing. I'm still going to be thankful and blessed for that. So I'm so grateful that God has continued to bless me. And that is one of the other reasons why I really try to make sure that I take care of my health. Because if I have something in my body like that I know that's possible to turn into something that can be, I have to be mindful of what I consume. I don't need to be just eating in anything, that can feed it and make it grow or progress. right? So that's really another reason why I'm very, you know, adamant about my health. I'm not always perfect. No, I'm not. I'm not going to tell you no story. But I don't just eat any and all and everything on a regular basis. I don't, you know. So outside of that, you guys, I thank you so much for just being with me and being a subscriber of this channel. Whether you've been with me from the beginning or you are fairly new, I welcome you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, I just don't know how grateful I really am that it could be different for me, and it's not. Think about the stories that I heard this weekend of other people, other women having to actually go through cancer and go through scares. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to God. I'm truly grateful, and I'm so sorry, y'all. Please excuse me. I'm very grateful. I really am. I'm so thankful to God. I'm so thankful to God. So, again, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. Again, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, you guys, I will see you guys. I'm gonna let this be the end of this video. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. You guys be blessed.